Hey there, Tana. I'm Shadow Scythe, and today what we're going to be doing is a little bit different. As you may all be aware, the common trend that's been going on amongst other Warframe casters via YouTube or Twitch is they've either been talking about it on their streams, talking about it via YouTube video, or talking about it on Twitter about like their expectations and their worries and whatnot with the Plains of Eidolon. Now, we still don't know exactly when the Plains of Eidolon is going to drop. It could very well still drop this month. It might drop early next month. There's no clear deadline given. But as far as what I'm actually... Now, as far as my expectations and my overall fears to say with it, I gotta say this much. I'm expecting a rather large turnout amongst people who are very, very familiar with the game, and as well as those who may have gotten bored that are kind of waiting for something new. So I'm expecting like a massive uproar with it when it actually launches.
Hey, welcome to my bazaar. 10 so. Looking for I.
Then as far, but like as far as everything, I'm really looking forward to the ability to craft our own weapons. Now, as they've stated before, that whole ability to craft your own weapons, the affinity you gain from that is based on the grip type, not the blade, not the decoration, the grip. So it's going to be a little interesting to see how that plays out, because although there are numerous combinations that you guys can go through, there's only gonna be like X amount that you're actually gonna get the experience for because of recycling the grip type. There's the rework to the arcanes, or at least the partial rework, that's gonna be a little interesting to see. I'm not like the rest, or like all of the partners, I don't actually know what all is going to go into that. That's something that we are literally going to have to wait until the official release to find out. Same thing with the focus system rework. Although it's going to be a little sad to lose the energy regeneration from Zeneric, and even the Shadow Step from Naramon. It's not going to be that big of a deal, at least for me. I know there's a lot of people who were a lot more dependent on those than I was. But, like, part of the reason as to why why that whole change isn't going to affect me too much is because of the fact that, as far as the focus abilities went, 9 chances out of 10 is I actually forgot I even had them.
Your job's done.
Like, about the only time that I ever accurately remembered the fact that I had Zeneric or like Shadow Step from Naramon. Well, especially Shadow Step from Naramon. I had forma'd my original Valkyr. I was leveling it up with 2 weapons that I had also recently formed. So the only weapon I had with me that had any sort of legitimate build to it was my Obex. And Stalker came after me. I activated Shadow Step and I just proceeded to beat the shit out of Stalker because he can't pull you out of the Shadow Step because it's not a Warframe power. So the days of doing goofy shit like that are pretty much done and over. I was a little bit more dependent on the Zeneric, more so for the energy regen than anything else. But it's whatever. I'll just have to remember energy pads a bit more often. So those are like expectancies and uncertainties. As far as like the big fears concerning the Plains of Eidolon when it drops, is that Twitch drops campaign that they're planning on doing. Because I gotta say, I watched DK's little his little speech about it, about like his expectancies and his fears and all that with it. And I do agree with him that the Twitch Drops campaign is going to be a big thing for all of the Warframe partners, and definitely any streamers that are going to get out there that are wanting to kind of make a name for themselves. Because the way that I interpreted it is only the partners and the select streamers are actually going to be able to trigger the rewards. However, the accumulative hour that you would need to watch, I think that counts for any Warframe stream. But that I'm not 100% sure on, and that I'd have to do some more digging into the information behind it, as well as... And if I can't find anything there, then it's pretty much going to be a wait and see whenever the update drops. So I do agree that it's going to be a big thing to help people kind of get their names out there and help the overall community grow. But the thing that I kind of expect to happen, that I know just from watching other Twitch streams, is once that all starts slowing down, then all of that extra support is going to start to die off. And it's going to turn out to be like the whole fiasco that a couple of streamers have gone through, where they've had, for example, let's say 75 to 100 people just come in and sub to them to get their glyph, because the subbing was a surefire way to get a glyph from a partner. And then after that month was up, and then you get the streamer or the partner all hyped because they just got all these subs, and then the following month comes by and that number just drops because they only did it for the glyph. Honestly, I can see something like that happening. That is my biggest fear with it, is there are a number of the partners that I actually do support myself that I don't always get the chance to catch their streams, but I continue giving my support nonetheless. And the whole situation that I just mentioned, I don't want to see that happen to them. I don't want to see them get hyped up because there's all these people coming in, just for it to turn around and all those numbers drop once the campaign is over. So this is kind of just my way of getting my 2 cents in on the whole situation. There's not much else that I really have to say on the matter right now. I'm sure more information will come out as we get closer to the official release of the Plains of Eidolon. But until that happens, just stay tuned. If you guys like this video for whatever reason, hit that like button and subscribe. If not, check out some of the other videos on my channel. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and player.me for all things related to Twitch, YouTube, and anything IRL that might be causing a delay or a cancellation. And with all that said and done, until next time, Tenno, stick to the shadows.